What's a flower's favorite drink? Root beer. And this is Balloon Animal Lessons number 90. Hello Balloon World, I'm Michael Flood, your balloon twister. And this time I want to teach you how to make a fancy flower. This thing is so cool. It has two different colors for the petal and a third color for the center. Let me show you how to make it. For this design you'll need 4 balloons. I'm using dark green for the stem, wild berry for 4 of the petals, light pink for the other 4, and goldenrod for the center. But feel free to use whatever colors you want. We're going to start with our stem. Get your green balloon out and inflate it 2/3 of the way. Let some air out and tie. Give it a squeeze and a stretch. I like to make both leaves at the same time on my stem. So I fold the balloon over about 1/3 of the way down, and then I fold it back and I give it a squeeze, giving me room to twist this. And then right here, I can twist it in one motion, and that gives me both leaves. To shape the leaves, I bend it forward, pinch here in the middle, and just sort of massage it a little bit. And that gives me this nice shape on the leaf. There we go. At the top, I'm going to want to have it bend forward, so the face of the flower, instead of sticking up like a flower normally does, it's sort of sticking forward, more like a sunflower. So I can do that by folding it over, pinching the air out of that area, and then letting it come back quickly, and that'll cause it to bend. And there I have the stem for my flower. Next we're going to make our flower. Get one of the colors you want your flower to be and inflate it halfway. Let some air out and tie. Give it a good squeeze and a stretch. We're going to make 4 large flower petals, but we want them to be really soft because we're going to be combining the 2 different colors together, and we don't want them fighting for position. So I'm going to make a large flower petal, and I'm going to give it a squeeze, and I'm going to twist it in mid-squeeze so it's really soft. I'm going to do that 3 more times. Large flower petal, squeeze, and twist. They should be about the same size. If they're not, it's okay. Large flower petal, squeeze, twist. One more. There we go. This last part here I don't need, so I can pop it off. Let the air out, and wrap it around, and tuck it through one of the petals to keep it from coming undone. Now we need to do that with the other color. For the other color, I'm using a Wild Berry 260. Inflate it halfway. Let some air out, and tie. Give it a squeeze and a stretch, and just like I did with the light pink, I'm going to fold it over, squeeze, and twist. I want this flower petal to be about the same size as the other 2. That's important. But if it's not perfect, it's okay. Fold it over, squeeze and twist. I need 2 more. There we go. I don't need the rest of this, so I can pop it off. And I can wrap the excess and tuck it through, so it's not going to come undone. So your balloon should look something sort of like this. We're going to combine these 2. We're going to twist this seam here into this seam here. Hold them together and give it one good twist. That can take some practice. The next thing we want to do is alternate between the light and the dark color. By arranging the balloons, you don't want to over twist them together, because the more you twist it, the more knotted the center is going to be, and the more they're going to fight for position. With 8 flower petals, some are being pushed forward, but don't worry, we're going to arrange them in such a way where they will all fit. How we do this is we're going to open up the flower petal, and we're going to push one side of the next one into it, like that. And we do that all the way around. It doesn't have to go too deep in there, just deep enough to where it makes a little bit more room. And what you end up with is something like this. But be warned, you can spend a lot of time fussing with this. And you can see that this light pink one right here is just barely sitting in the crevice of the wild berry one. So now that we have our flower petals, it's time to make the part in the middle. For the part in the middle, I'm using a goldenrod 260, but you can use whatever color you want. Inflate it 1/3 of the way. Let some air out and tie. Make sure you leave yourself a lot of slack on the end. We're going to twist a soft but large bubble, a little bit larger than an inch. We're going to take that slack, and we're going to wrap it into that seam, creating a very large bubble. I'm going to take that slack and I'm going to tie a knot. And then I'm going to pop it off down here. And I'm going to double knot it just to be safe. There we go. So now I have that bubble there. And I have slack, so I can attach it to another balloon. And the balloon we're going to attach it to is the end of our stem right here. So we're going to take this slack here and we're going to tie it on to the uninflated section right here. You want a little bit of slack, but not too much. And to keep it from coming undone, go ahead and double knot it. You want just enough space in the middle for you to put your fingers in between. All right, now comes the fun part. We're gonna attach our flower petals onto our stem. We're gonna take the yellow part here in the center, and we're gonna slip it through two of the petals, keeping the green part on the back. So I do that like this. I pull it forward, and I slip it gently through two of the petals. And that might mess them up a little bit, so you might need to readjust them just a little. One of the reasons I like to add a center is because it hides all the guts of the flower petals being connected and you don't really even see them. So even if your flower petals aren't sitting perfectly, you'll never notice with the center there. But there we go, one fancy multicolored flower. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Let me know in the comments below. While you're down there, you can let me know what you want to learn next. If you enjoyed this video, click that thumbs up button. And if you want to learn more balloon animals, check out the playlist here and subscribe to my channel. I do balloon animal lessons every Monday. I'm Michael Flood, your balloon twister. Remember, anything can be made out of balloons, even a fancy multicolored flower. Achoo!